President Obama saw the war's impact firsthand when he visited a U.S. military base in Dover, Delaware, to witness the return of 18 Americans killed in Afghanistan.
Obviously, it was a sobering reminder of the extraordinary sacrifices that our young men and women in uniform are engaging in every single day. Not only our troops, but their families as well.
The war weighs heavily on the president's administration as he considers whether to follow the advice of his top commander in Afghanistan, General Stanley McChrystal, for 40,000 additional U.S. troops. Journalist Bob Woodward says President Obama must weigh U.S. national interests, and the first interest is preventing another al-Qaeda attack. He says because of U.S. troops in Afghanistan, now the terrorist group cannot use it as a base to attack the U.S. The second is regional stability.
The question then becomes, what are you willing to pay and expand for that regional stability or stability specifically in Afghanistan? And if you look at it from that end, it tends to take you away from giant troop commitments.
Some say the U.S. needs more troops in Afghanistan in order to avoid mission failure. Tony Cordesman is an analyst at the Center for Strategic and International Studies in Washington.
If you lose the country, you create a power vacuum on the border of a nuclear-armed Pakistan, a state which in many ways has extraordinary internal divisions and weaknesses and problems of its own. You have the similar problems in the Central Asian states.
Journalist Mariam Wahhabi also fears a power vacuum. She says the West should not forget the sacrifices of the US-backed Afghan fighters when they fought against the Soviet invasion in the 1980s.
And I think as Americans here, we sometimes forget the cost that the Afghans paid for the freedom of Eastern Europe, that after the Afghans defeated the Soviet Union, that people around the world, including Americans, had more freedom, and America's position in the world then rose to becoming the only superpower.
Cordesman says President Obama also needs to send more troops to Afghanistan to safeguard US-backed development projects and to make sure that international aid reaches Afghans who need it. He says the UN aid effort there so far is a mess.
I mean, 8 years on, UNAMA has never issued a report that shows how aid money is being spent, where it's going, and what the project structure is intended to be. That is an incredible indictment of the level of management and capability there.
Mr. Obama has spent weeks considering General McChrystal's warning that the war could be lost without more troops. But so far, he has not said whether he will grant that request. Ravi Khanna, VOA News, Washington.